Oh, hey Jason, what's going on, man? It's James here. How's it going? Oh, hey James, what's going on? How you doing, mate? Everything alright with you? Yeah, it's going good, Jason. So, I need to tell you something about what happens when, you know... Can I sit here? Yes, of course you can. Thank you, Jason. So, by the way, Jason, I kind of feel sorry for getting out of this all the time, but there is a misleading problems. So, for some reason, Jason, I heard someone else said who is taking care of what he wants to do. I said, like, no. Would you do that? I say, no. So, when I came here, when he took back when I was started, I started to looking on the internet. For some reason, Jason, I heard someone else might, what he mean is now, Jason, there is a problem with your old man called Victor. He said to me that he was apologized to me for assaulting and harassing me and abusing me last couple of years ago. And he asked me that did I dislike the user? So I said, yes, I did. So I was just telling the truth about it. So I was telling the truth. When he sees me, he never sees what he's thought about. He get what he used to do. Yeah, James. Yeah, I see. Hopefully, yeah. I know you said to me last few years, when you first came saw me, so when you first came and saw me a long time. It's been a long time since you were disliked the user. When I was about to say, I know you were disliked the user for a long time though, James. It's been a long time to see you. I don't like you to see me like this, but I don't want you to see me like this, but don't want to see you again from now on, but if I don't saw you for a long time, but first thing I came saw you, but when I had a plan that they should know what they're doing, so we'll know what's going on. Now at this point, James, you're doing the right thing. So we both can do it at all cost. Suddenly there is a point that we all been taken a few times as we speak. You see, maybe the reason why I gave you this, so you know what's gonna happen like when it's you. We know this is right, and then we know this is gonna happen when it's wrong. So when this is gonna happen, so we'll know what's going on with you. Hopefully we'll do the right thing as we're waiting for. So we'll know what we are gonna do. So over the weekend though, James, I knew this is gonna happen to me, but I'm saying that your dad looks after you when he was trying to find you and tracking you, but this is not gonna happen to you. So yeah. And I also gave you my trust. The point is, like, seems like we don't think we're having a turn that, this is gonna happen when all these people weren't doing it as they waiting for. So eventually, they can do what they do. You do what you're doing. You know what I mean? So you do what you do and get it back to where you are doing. So you know what it's gonna happen. So when I physically told you that when this is not gonna happen when it's done. So when you told me things already, so then here's the plan. So here's your plan for this happening. If I came saw you, then here is my deal. My mission is to protect the earth. I have to do my best in my whole time. If you're having his behavior, so that means you're the one who's giving me the details of him. So we'll know what's going on. So we heard about when we was out here before, and so physically it's not an individual one. So the first time we asked for it at any time as we speak. So this is not gonna happen to us. You know what I mean? The first time I heard about you, but thinking about you, but thinking of you, thinking of me, but there's no need to think about anyone else who make it that way. They made it this way. But you doing the right thing and you doing the right worst all the time. So I heard that you giving it the right ways, so then you give it. When you give it the right thing, so then here is the deal. Yeah? So is that understood, right, James?
Yeah, I understand. I understand what you said though, but Jason. So you're telling me things already, then we'll know what's gonna happen to us. So hopefully if it's not, so we definitely not going to go all over it, like, whatever happens, right? So we know what's gonna happen when all these people were doing it, so then, I bet I should go right now though, Jason, but I've got a lot of few things all the time. I better get moving because my dad is waiting for me, you know what I mean? But I gotta go, cause when it's time, I bet I need to keep going before things is gonna get nasty all the time. I won't do that if I were you though, Jason. I can't help it for myself. Maybe I should go further than this right now.
I see, James. For some reason though, James, I will see you again later on. So I knew this is gonna happen when it's done. So I think you had enough, huh? You'll come back again later on, James, and then we'll see you soon later on. So then come back again later on, okay? Just come back later, and then we'll know what we are gonna do, alright, James? But beware of now, James. You doing the right thing. Personally. So when you do it, maybe you should tell your dad about this. Maybe you should tell your dad about Victor's behavior. So what you have to do is you have to tell him about him. Tell your dad about him. And then he'll know what he's trying to say to you.
Alright, Jason. I know what you mean though. I had to keep going, because if I'll be busy for at the moment, so then here's my deal. I have to do my best though, Jason. Harsh will save the world, saving people's lives. Everything will be normal. I mean, it'll be back to normal though, Jason. From now on, I won't be aggressive anymore. And anxious. Right? Right, Jason. Gotta go. See you, Jason.